And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, and welcome to another fantastic episode of The Shift. I'm your leader of the Shift Army, General Moses, and we have a leader of many armies as well joining us here today. Mainly the army of the underground, Sean, or we'll just go Sean. I'm gonna drop the last name, but we'll keep it cool
Hey,
in crypto.
what's up,
Sean,
Adam?
Sean B. Um, I mean, Finny, Crunks, Underground, EOS. I'm just all the things that are coming to mind for me when I have you on stage here now. So I almost don't know where to begin, but I guess the topic is underground. So why don't we dive right in? What the heck is going on with this underground stuff, Sean?
All right, yeah, it's underground. I know it just seems like it popped up, but
I know,
this
I know.
is
I know you have been working on it for a while. I remember you showed me the concept a while back. Yeah.
yeah, and I think the concepts evolved like any concept for any crypto project does. It, I mean, I trace it back to very early on in launching NFTs, probably pre-Finny, probably around the time of the Cryptowriter membership card, right at the beginning. And I remember Kenny and I were, we knew we were getting into NFTs and we wanted to explore all sorts of NFT gaming, NFT artwork, NFT collectibles. And I remember having this meeting with Kenny and Stefan Bison from EOS Nation and Martin Brewer from EOS Nation. And they were doing their .gems thing. But I remember Martin saying one thing, and he was saying like the one thing that's missing from the art NFT space is curation. Like everyone's putting their artwork out there. People are copying other artists' work. They're minting them as NFTs. You're just like flooded with all this artwork on OpenSea. Artists aren't being discovered. You need that curation layer to help, elevate the real art, the real artist, and put them on a pedestal. And that got me thinking, because as I know we've talked about, before crypto, my thing was electronic music. And I actually, the Fresh Beat was like a awesome electronic music curation blog community. So during those times, this was like 2008, 2009, everyone was making tracks in their bedroom and they were putting them out on the internet. And most of that music, most of those tracks were going unnoticed, unlistened to, and a bunch of blogs like the Fresh Beat came along and they filled in as those curators. And every day I would go through like 200 tracks and I would pick like the 5 best ones and then go do a blog post and publish them. And we grew a community just around that curation. So I've had experience
I gotta just interrupt here real quick too, because I've seen you do it multiple times now. You've kind of figured out the art of curation. The way I view it is, I was kind of like a solo podcaster before I met you, and then I signed with the Cryptowriter record label, and it changed my career. Like it really has, plain and simple.
Yeah.
And then now, as I build out Cryptowriter and we have this fun together, like I have no desire besides like to continue to keep taking everyone to the next level. But it's like, okay, like if I ever do get to a level where I like want to just do my own record label or whatever, like Cryptowriter is providing that opportunity in the first place to like build up people so that way they can exponentially get to that next level faster than trying to do it on their own. And that's what I'm picking up on the underground now too, right?
Yeah, that's wild, because like NFFT Joe, I shout out to NFT Joe because he's been a massive part of this. And I remember I published, we were looking for NFT writers for Cryptowriter, and I put a post in this NFT Reddit group like, hey, if anyone wants to write, we'll pay you, come talk to me. And NFT Joe like got back to me, and I could tell. It's funny because I could tell just from our little back and forth chat, like, here's someone who has a sense of humor, who's a good writer, like, who gets it, right? And I felt like I wanted to sort of curate talent, writing talent. So I pulled NFT Joe on, and we started talking about this underground stuff and some of the curation concepts. And he's way more tapped into the art space than I was at the time. Now he's, 100x that. And, you start.
Well, actually, I feel like I haven't seen or heard from him in a while. Is it because he's super busy with like something that I don't even know?
Yeah,
Like,
for sure. No, he's super. He is our managing editor of Underground, and
okay, I was gonna say because I
this.
don't see the I'm not getting my behind the pixel drops anymore.
Yeah, well, we can discuss that. So with the Cryptowriter membership card, the idea was you would reward this membership, this NFT membership card, to people in the community, exceptional community members, people that provided sustainable, meaningful value to the community. And they would receive a card, and then you would feature artist, right, behind the pixel artist. You'd write big features and drop their original art to card holders, who would then go out and promote the artist. And we saw, like, we tested that model with behind the pixel in the Cryptowriter membership card, and it was awesome, right? We saw a card, I think they were still selling at like $1,000 the other day. We dropped about five, not just artwork, but when you combine the Finny coins and stuff, like $500, $600 worth of airdrops to the card in about 6 months. And people love that. Like, people love that membership. But we reached a point, we knew that the Cryptowriter membership card, while it was awesome, it's not really a brand. It's a Cryptowriter brand, but it could be so much more than that in the art space. So when we're having these talks about Underground and wanting to use that same model, right, but take it to scale, right, put cards on all these different chains, drop more art to cards, we had to figure out a way to, like, we just saw the potential in a brand, like a brand dedicated to art, and that was Underground. And now we're releasing the cards everywhere. And I think once it gets running, we've already seen this. NFT Joe did his first Digs article where he discovers new artists, publishes them, and all of a sudden, like 4 out of the 5 articles, or 4 out of the 5 artists he published, they're already signed up to do drops to Underground cards. So it's just such a good little feedback loop. And I think once it gets rolling, like Cryptowriter membership card, we could do like 1 drop a month. This is probably going to scale up to like 3-4 drops a month once it gets rolling. And it's why we're hiring an airdrop technician, because that's time consuming, right?
That is, yeah. So is it entirely on wax?
So Cryptowriter, I mean, the Underground membership cards are on Wax, EOS, Tezos, Ethereum, and Terra.
You have to get a different card for each platform, or is it like?
Yep, you can earn a different card for each platform. It would be great to have them all. All the chains are free drops, except for Ethereum, which is a claim drop where you just have to pay the gas to get the art. So it's going to be, what I'm really interested in is seeing how the cards are valued on the different chains. The idea of this is also, let's say we discover an artist on Tezos, on Hen, whatever, the big marketplace there. And we say, hey, here are your options. You've got 5 different chains. Where do you want to drop to? Some of them are going to want to just drop straight back to Tezos. Others are going to want to explore a new audience on Terra or on Wax, where we're building bridges sort of from chain to chain through the cards. And we're going to start bringing new artists, new artwork to all the different chains, right? And those who are holding the Underground cards are going to be receiving that art. and they're going to create the market around it. It's interesting.
So,
Go ahead.
yeah. I have a lot of questions, and one thing actually I just want to make note of is the writer. So I'm on the writer email list, and being in the world of marketing, like I just track all that kind of stuff. And I noticed I had more inbound emails from writer than a lot of other people in the marketing space that I look up to. And I want to highlight that because there's been studies, and again, like I guess I should say, like from a few people that I follow and I know, the people that always keep the email list going, is no surprise that they're the ones that are like the most successful at the end of the day. It's the people that like stop publishing that fizzle out and stuff. So I just noticed that the other day. I'm like, all right, I gotta tell Sean, good work, keep up the good work. And then yeah, so the only thing coming to mind for me right now with Underground is how do I should say we, right? Like how do we position it so that way anyone who's an artist or someone who's coming to the platform in hopes of, I'm sure, financially benefiting in some way. I mean, I guess there could be some people who just want to get on there just to have art, but at the end of the day, like, I feel like that would be the motive, is like, okay, I want to make some money through this. How do you make it so that way they don't feel like they're potentially competing with like Finney or Cryptowriter?
So are you talking about people that are going to get rewarded the card?
Yeah. So like, I don't know, if I'm an artist and I'm going to be able to get my art published through Underground.
You're right.
I think like the purpose of Underground is to get more like buyers for that person.
Yeah.
Right?
It's to try to connect the artist with the collectors, and the focus is on undiscovered, not necessarily undiscovered artists, but look, you've got this small percentage of artists up top, like X Copy, people like that, who are like the brand names, right? And they're making all the money. And then you have this huge number of incredible artists that are making potentially just as good of artwork, but they haven't got their break yet, right? Why? Because maybe they don't have they're not as good at marketing themselves on Twitter, going out there pumping themselves up. Maybe they don't have the money to be minting on all these different, especially on ETH, where it's insane right now, the cost to do anything. But how do you connect those awesome artists with an audience? And that's what Underground focuses on. But in order to do that, right, because Underground's a publication too, and what's the most clicked on articles in crypto, right? They all revolve around price speculation. Our number one most viewed article on Cryptowriter ever, the title was a $70 million NFT sale that nobody's talking about. Okay. So you have NFTs and you had $70 million, and that's the one that got clicked the most. So what we have to do with Underground, there's a balance. In terms of content, you want to highlight these up and coming artists and shine a spotlight on them, but you also want people to read the articles. So we're balancing like articles on some of the bigger NFT trending things to try to get the eyeballs, and then we funnel those eyeballs to like our digs features and stuff, where our collectors are going out there and propping up this undiscovered talent. And then you want to build a community around all this, right? Because
so
that becomes your audience.
So keep going. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, that the community becomes your audience, and they become drivers of this thing. They're getting rewarded with Underground cards, so they're getting incentivized to go out there and go share the word of Underground, which then in turn reaches more up and coming artists who then want to apply and possibly get featured and connect. So like I said, this is a tested model through the Cryptowriter membership card. We know it works, but now we're taking it to a much larger scale with Underground.
Yeah. So How soon can I start referring artists to Underground?
Today. You can
All right.
start right now. You could have started last week. So Underground Discord, I'll put it in the
Private, or actually, no, I forgot. You can put it in the main
yeah, I
chat.
can put it in Discord.
And that's the other thing too. It's like, so I know there's the Crunk Discord, Cryptowriter. We got an Underground one now. How are you doing? How are you doing managing all these chats, man?
You know, it's tough because someone today was bringing up how, like, those who remember the Cryptowriter Telegram chat from back in the day when it was
The
popping
OGs.
off, and everyone's, right there day and night. But what happens over time is we're creating more channels, so people's attention's divided. Then we have members in our community who are growing up, and they're launching their own projects, so they're forming their own communities. And as much as there was nostalgia of those early days of like the Cryptowriter Telegram chat, and people still, some of those old characters are still popping in from now again. And I don't, that was a magical time, but is the future going to be the same tight knit family? In ways it is, and in ways it truly is. Our OG Crypto Finny OG communities like no other community, right? But we've got so much going on now that it's like one of the things that I wrestle with. Well, how can we do this so everyone's like everything's in one spot, and there's no real easy way to do it.
Right. No, you're absolutely right.
I don't know. I wish someone developed some special layer for Discord that just combined everything and made it super easy to bounce around. I've grown accustomed because I've been bouncing between Telegram, the Crunks chat, the Finny chat, the Underground chat, and just going in circles all day. That's sort of what I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're sort of, one of the interesting things is like you have to almost be present to follow along with what's going on. Like there's for anyone who just comes to, for instance, we launched the Crunks and we're talking about Finny, and people are like, well, what's this Finny thing? And you show them like 10 different links and there's all this backstory. Like these crypto communities are pretty unique in a sense that you almost have to be there every day to sort of keep up with things, right? You take a couple weeks off, you're going to be left behind.
I learned from myself on that last trip, especially when I got sick or whatever. I felt like I came back to an entirely different world for being gone for like less than a month.
Right. I think though, all like what you do with the shift and your pop-up streams, those are all like, these are community building, you're educating the community on what's going on. We're trying to keep people updated. I think now that we're making some hires, and we're going to be getting marketing people and airdrop technicians, and I don't know if I can announce this, but we are hiring a in-house Finny comic book artist. We'll be announcing that probably this week, who it is. And that's awesome because now we can have someone just focus on Finny comic book art and stuff like that. NFFT Joe is the managing editor of Underground. He's bringing on a whole team underneath him, Etta, Wanda, all these writers. So that's scaling up. We're sort of, the company's scaling up on multiple fronts. But it's,
are you ready to hand me the keys to just run the whole podcasting department then, so you have to think about it anymore?
Would love to.
All right. Because I've got some decent talent here, and I always kind of feel like I gotta go check with you first, but we can talk about it later. But
we need to have that conversation. I remember back in the days, Zach Gall, who did the Everything EOS podcast, the longest running EOS podcast. He's now he's with the the EOS Network Foundation, whatever. But we were trying to get him to like, hey, let's combine everything EOS podcast with Cryptowriter Podcast Network, because he always sort of resented not having ventured outside of EOS by branding his podcast everything EOS.
I've seen people
and
just in podcasting in general.
Yeah, he sort of felt walled into that, where we came out Cryptowriter Podcast Network. So we were trying to get him to sort of join and manage our podcast network. But I think we got to have that conversation, because like I said, we're leveling up on all fronts, right? It took us 8 months to get there.
I want to take this opportunity as well to encourage our community, everyone who's tuned in. If you've been rolling with Cryptowriter for even like a few months or from the OG days, and you've been thinking about doing something on your own, like your own project, before you branch off and try and do it all on your own, just ask yourself, like, how can I leverage this and maybe like create like a new department or whatever for writer or underground or whatever. Because I don't know, I feel like we've probably seen that. I know I've seen that happen with multiple other projects too, where it's like, instead of somebody just jumps early to go do their own thing, where they could have leveraged where they were at and helped everyone involved. So
this is, and I'll speak on that. Like, community's been here to lift us up, right? If we can, and I think this is sort of like a community brand. Everything's sort of community driven. Over our time, we've made connections. We made a lot of mistakes that we've learned from. We've done a lot of things. We've got technical wherewithal to do certain things. If you have an idea or a project or something that you want to bring into the crypto space, rather than view it from the point of, let me go try to do this over here and then see if I can get Cryptowriter support. Why not come to us with your pitch and say, this is what I'm trying to do. What do you think? Like, I want to work with you guys, and we'll work with that person to bring that project to light where we can all, gain from it. Wouldn't that be cool, right? If we're sort of like a Cryptowriter community incubator, and people in our community, because there's a lot of talented people in our community, and many of them are going and doing their own projects. But it's so much easier when you can back it with a brand like ours that's, delivered on projects, on multiple projects, and has resources and has some funding to help out. So I think that's the way I hope people start approaching their ideas from, is like, let's all get together and elevate the Cryptowriter brand further in a way that all parties can gain from. Yep.
Because there's definitely, in general, there's more than enough to go around for everyone. If you have the right mindset. And one thing I forgot, I wanted to ask earlier, is what is the best way to get an underground card?
Okay, so I would join the underground Discord. Those of you who own Finnies on Ethereum, you are going to get an underground card. Ethereum underground card. Those of you who have memberships on EOS, I don't know, have you burned your Cryptowriter membership card yet?
I didn't know that I got to burn it.
Oh, we'll make an official announcement. If you go on EOS Atomic or Wax Atomic and you burn your Cryptowriter membership card, boom, you'll get your underground card on those chains.
Oh, wow. So if I just go burn it, I have a wax. Just like you
burn a Finny coin, you should have a membership card, Adam. If we didn't get you a membership card,
I mean, if you didn't give me one, it's just because
you're not paying any attention.
Or something. Yeah.
No, I'm sure
it would have been my fault too. I'm like, hey, can I get one? Like, I didn't.
Yeah, you got to burn that. You got to burn that thing.
Today, burn this thing.
all future drops are going to underground cards.
All right, so I got to
It's
burn
tough.
my Cryptowriter one on Wax. I'm pretty sure I do have one on EOS.
Yeah. So you can burn on both.
I would love to
Again,
get the one on Ethereum, even though I don't really use my MetaMask. I do have some assets in there, and I know that it's probably,
yeah, those who have membership cards on both Ethereum, I mean on both Wax and EOS, we're hooking up with the Ethereum membership card.
Oh, okay.
So you've all so you're set to have 3 of the 5. And then obviously our team is getting hooked up with membership cards, but you have to set up your Tezos account and your Terra.
That's so interesting to me, because I feel like I was only hearing about Tezos in the real estate space, like in my blockchain and real estate.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about Tezos, and I get it confused with T0. But what's going on with the Tezos stuff?
So Tezos, I remember there was like a year and a half ago or something, there was this big real estate thing that was using Tezos, and then you didn't hear anything from Tezos after that for a while. But this NFT art marketplace launched Hen, and a lot of the artists that were frustrated with the Ethereum space and the environmental impact, whatnot, they all started. So the marketplace Hen was just the most minimal, simple. Like you go, you click mint, you do your little artwork, mint it, and then it was just like one feed, okay, and it was slow loading, like it wasn't optimized per se, but for whatever reason all the artists just started using it, and what you saw is the art seemed to be a lot more reasonably priced than what artists thought they had to price on Ethereum. So then with the cost of the art, the cost to collect being lower, and all this cool art, then people could come in there and scoop up all this cool art for cheap and add it to their collection, and sort of created these like network effects. And it became like the marketplace for NFT artwork. And Tezos, which was basically a ghost chain, is now the hub for NFT artwork because of this marketplace. Now, real interesting though. Hen, the developer, I'm not sure, like the guy that developed the marketplace, I'm not sure he ever expected it to have the success it did. And along with success comes pressure of people saying, you need to add this feature, you need to do that. So just last week, he shut down the site. He shut down the marketplace and just basically said, I'm out, in true decentralized fashion. Like immediately a couple like mirror versions of the site popped up so people could still use it. And now they're having sort of the Hen Tezos community is trying to come to consensus of how they're going to move forward in terms of what the marketplace is going to be called, what features it's going to have, all those things. So they're in an interesting little experimental point also.
Oh, something had my green screen, but either way, so how do I make I'm like trying to make a Tezos wallet or a Tezos account. Is that even something that you would do?
Yeah, that's definitely something I would do. I think it's Kukai, Kukai. Let me grab the link in case people want to do it. So in the underground Discord, we have a nice little FAQ. And at the bottom of the FAQ, there is all the sort of preferred wallets to use. So I'm dropping it in the here.
Can you put the underground Discord in our chat, our private chat too?
Yeah, sure.
And Kukai, that's the wallet that you can, I guess, hold Tezos NFTs in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is in that wallet. You can do like you can sign up for a wallet like Wax Cloud Wallet style with just a Google account, or you can create your own. You can manage your own keys depending on which way you want to go.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, can you put it? Can you put it in private chat?
Yeah, 1 second
for us here, because I think I like what I see already with Tezos. I was just kind of scrolling through the website a little bit. I just am wondering where the crossover is going to be between. I thought that they were like mostly real estate focused, and I'm finding out now that that's not the case.
Well, again, like we've seen this time and time again, in crypto and blockchain. The easy part is launching the new chain. The hard part is getting anyone to care and to use it. And it's another reason why I want to bring an underground marketplace to EOS and Wax, but EOS especially, because there is like nothing cool going. I mean, there's cool stuff going on in terms of governance and community funding and stuff like that. But I mean, cool like underground cool, like what applications are you going to on EOS that are colorful and fun to interact with? And there's like nothing there. So my thinking is, if it worked for Tezos, right, why not build a simple underground marketplace on EOS that could also be on the Wax side too, and get people excited about just make it a destination, a place where people can go and check out and collect art and try to make a scene around it.
Exactly.
There's the underground card.
And I say, yeah, I was looking for this. So, is there an underground landing page? Yeah, there we go. Okay.
And there you go. So click on that underground digs. Click on the second article, because this is that one. This is like the main underground feature. And what it is our collectors, and in this case it was NFFT Joe, goes out, scours Tezos, and he's going to be pulling in artists from all different chains, right? But he goes out there, he buys their art, and then he does a little blurb on each artist, and then if you scroll down a little more, you'll see the artwork. And if you go down a little more, you can even pick between different artwork. So he does 5 artists, buys their art, writes about them. Okay. Then he publishes this. And then to continue with like the feedback loop, the underground community then goes, retweets, pumps this up. All these artists are artists who not many people are talking about at the moment. So all of a sudden, when they see a tweet go out, a feature that they're in, and then all these other people are following them and retweeting and whatnot, then they say, oh shit, this feels kind of good. Let me retweet this to my community. So then their community of 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is, then learns about underground, comes to the underground community, starts learning about that. And then, like I said, 4 out of the 5 of these artists he featured in this, they've all signed up to do drops to underground card holders.
Wow. Okay. So yeah, I do like the fact that Joe's kind of out there. I wonder what's his is he sharing of his secrets? How's he finding these guys? Just scrolling?
Yeah, man. I think Twitter is the main. Well, he's going through the hen. I should probably share that, but he's just putting in the work right now. But it's gonna start with time as the brand grows. More and more people are gonna want to be featured. Okay. And they're going to be reaching out to him. We've already seen it just start to pick up a little bit, where more and more people, hey, I have a friend, or like one of these artists he covered, hey, I know a bunch of other artists, I want to tell them about what you guys are doing, like, will you check out their artwork? So this is exactly what happened with the Fresh Beat. Is when we got started, we just post a few tracks and it wasn't anything, but like over the course of a year, it got to the point where everyone, like every day I'd wake up and have like 30 emails of new tracks. Some of them, the artists were sending me the track directly and they're like, don't tell my label, because they were unreleased, whatever. And then our team at the Fresh Beat, we would just filter through music all day, right? And take our favorite tracks and then go publish them in a blog post. Also with the Fresh Beat, while the other blogs were posting like SoundCloud and embeds, like previews to the track, the requirement with the Fresh Beat was you had to give away your full quality, like 320 kilobyte per second MP3 for free. So all the other blogs were just posting previews or low quality downloads, whereas the requirement on the Fresh Beat was you had to let us publish your track free download, like high quality. And the effects of that, at first artists were like, I don't know if I want to give away my track for free, whatnot. But in electronic music space, it was survival of the fittest. If you didn't, it was like you wanted your track to reach, it was a popularity contest. So you wanted your track, your best chance of success was that if your track reached as many eyeballs as possible, DJs would start playing it in their sets, right? And people would go, oh, what's that track? They go up to the DJ, hey, what was that last track? Oh, it was this person. So when you put up like, there's like gatekeeping, when you don't want to give anything for free and you're kind of like restricting who has access to your track, you just get left behind. Right. But if you're willing to give up something for free, it's going to reach way more ears and you're going to start getting more bookings and gain popularity. Xcopy, who's one of the biggest crypto artists, how did he start? He started by giving away his NFTs for free. And I think people need to understand, like, you're not just going to come into the space, especially now when there's thousands, millions of NFTs probably created a day, and try to say, hey, I'm going to charge, this is what I'm worth, right? Sure, artists are worth, but you have to build that audience and build that community before you can charge the higher prices. I don't think you can just come into the space and mint your first NFT and say, I'm going to charge 1 ETH for this. It's not going to work, right? You got to build that audience. So Underground's going to help the artists do it. Also, we have a Underground grant program where we're going to be using secondary fees from the art we drop and stuff like that. We've already allocated a bunch of money where we're giving grants to the artists that do drops with us. So they're going to get featured, they're going to get paid a little something in the form of a grant, and then they're going to reap the rewards of reaching an audience. I think it's going to work, Adam. Really do.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's inevitable. Oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? The concept of underground is fulfilling a need in the marketplace. This just wasn't there before. So I think with the consistent output, it's going to work. So who else is publishing? I'm trying to figure out like what can we do to help keep moving underground forward? Like, what do we need more of? I mean, obviously I'd say artists, but like writers, you said you're looking for a drop technician.
Right. So we've got, and I think Joe, including Joe, I think we've got about 10 content creators, but, and these are all writers, collectors, whatnot, but there's about 10 people creating content. We want to get up to the point of like, we're going to be doing 7 articles a week for starters for the first couple months, but we probably want to get that up to 10 articles a week. And that's going to take about 25 content creators. We're also going to start introducing live streams, whatnot, to keep the discussion going. Like I love what Jimmy D does with the roundtables, and he's focused on art and stuff like that. But we're gonna
honestly, we got to give another round of applause to him on the roundtables, because I forgot, like, getting 8 people to show up at once is not easy at all. Like, that's a job within itself. So just a quick shout out to Jimmy D.
Jimmy's awesome. That guy is just, I mean, he's just a streaming. Get him on the marathon. Get him on the 2-week marathon or whatever you're working on back
some
there.
cool ideas you're bringing to my mind right now that I want to talk to you about. And I was thinking behind, green room, we could talk about it later, but whatever. I think you talk about it now. So the 2-week stream that we need to do, we just gotta pick some dates, and I'm confident we can make it happen if we just pick some dates. So feel free to throw a few out there, and then.
Does the audience know you're going? Does your audience know you're going for the fucking record?
Not just the record. We're going for the fucking record. That's right. I believe most of our audience is aware. And if they're not, then, yeah, because some people that are with us here today were with us when Shanika and I went for like 9 hours or whatever. But
I think Swinging Jimmy should be the caboose. And come in there and just clear out a whole week on his own. The bags under his eyes will be like down to his lips, and he'll be drinking his whatever he's drinking out there in Japan, and he just take it like 5 days straight. Jimmy D. I think he's doing it anyways.
Yeah, I found out. So last night, if you go check our stream on Cryptowriter Twitch, the end of the stream, I forgot to click the end broadcast button on StreamYard, and it kept going. So there's just like a little, I'm thinking we got to have someone here making sure nothing goes wrong, but you can even close out of the browser, shut your computer down, and if you don't click end broadcast, StreamYard will keep it going. So we can definitely do this. Hopefully we don't have any dead air in that case, but that, and then what are your thoughts on, I've seen people doing like music festivals in the metaverse or whatever. Shout out to Morton, who's here, because I know he had his boys, the Nasty Hooks, come and go live in our channel. But that just opened my mind in regards to just doing more live shows in Discord channels. In mine in particular, we could use a Cryptowriter one too if you want. But like, I'd love to put on some legitimate like festivals, or have like 3 or 4 DJs play back to back on a Saturday, and like call it something. I was going with the Moses theme, so I did write down like the Red Sea is the name of the event. Is a Red Sea 1, Red Sea 2, and as we keep going, like Red Sea 99. Who's playing in that one? I don't know. This is very preliminary brainstorming, but definitely powerful shower ideas that I've had from like
I mean, we have some musically inclined people in our community.
Ordonez has told me he'll play a set in our channel. So
I think first step is just reaching out and getting people signed up and making an event around it. We create NFTs around the event, hand those out throughout the event.
I think in the meantime, I'd like to just get practice, like have a few DJs just go live just to see what it's like, what goes wrong, what goes right. But yeah, I think to go back to kind of what you were saying, like we would be doing ourselves as a community a disservice to not be pioneers in this regard, because I haven't seen anyone else really do it in a Discord yet. I've seen the metaverse style. I haven't seen a music festival in a Discord. Maybe it has been happening. I don't know, but yeah,
I'm sure someone's done it, but I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
Why not? Right? You can get.
I know we got Poon. I don't have the comments up right now, but I know we got Poon here. Poon, are you still there? I know you love the same kind of music as us. So yeah, music festival, 2 weeks of live streaming. I would like to keep those as 2 separate events, even though you could probably combine them as 2.
Right.
And then the most important thing of all of that is creating the time to do it.
2 weeks of live streaming. Oh man.
I mean, Shanika and I have talked about it a lot since that one stream we did. So we're pretty confident we can make it happen. We just got to figure out. The main question is, this is the fun part with the record breaking stream. It's more like, hey, who wants to be a part of a world record? Like, I don't feel like we really have to sell it too hard. It's like, yo, do you want to be on this? Because we're gonna break a world record. I feel like anyone.
You probably have. You know, you can schedule your. See who wants to be on it. Schedule people for whatever they can give each day, right? Because you can have, like, you're going to be a repeat performance. I'm sure Jimmy D, he'll give you.
We'll have Jimmy
5 hours a day.
Hey, Jimmy, you over here? I do need to figure out a 2-week span because I'm going to be in the States again late December through pretty much all of January. So maybe February would be the soonest.
You come down to Florida this time?
Yeah, granted, I should be healthy this time. So, yeah, I'll be in Fort Myers from the 4th through the 19th of January. So definitely coming to visit you as a part of the plan. I've got another friend a few other friends over. Are you in like Fort Lauderdale area, or are you further south?
I mean, I'm about an hour south of Fort Lauderdale, 50 minutes south.
Okay, so that's like south of like what's like the area?
I'm like 20 minutes south of downtown Miami.
Okay, so you actually probably have like a Miami address.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Either way, you know, it's a shot across Alligator Alley. So looking forward to that. But I guess I want to be aware of not the time, the underground, and also if we're going to do any giveaways. Do you want to do any giveaways today?
Yeah, let's.
I feel weird asking that because that's always been like the big thing with the shift, but I don't have any lined up right now. Oh, I got one. I just realized I got one.
Let's give away a Tezos underground card because we started that distribution.
Tezos underground card. All right.
Yeah.
So whoever enters it's going to have to.
They're just going to have to spin up a Tezos account.
Yeah.
And then let's burn a Finny coin.
Okay. Sounds good.
I will send you a Finny coin. Actually, I can handle that. But we need how are we giving it out? How are we choosing the who wins it?
That's a great question. We can do a race. I'm pulling up something special right here. Hold on one second. I know this is how I'm going to do this one. Boom, there it is. Mindful Monday. Whoever gets that one, just shoot me a DM on Telegram or Discord. I was going to try and hype it up. I'm like, no, let me just catch them off guard. So whoever gets that one, again, shoot me a DM on Discord or Telegram confirming that you got it. I'll introduce you to the guys over at mindfulmeds.io. They are awesome. Go check out their interview that we did with them like a month ago. So back over to you, Sean. What are we burning or giving away here today?
We're gonna give away this Finny coin first. Let me share my screen. See if this works. We'll burn it first, and then we will. I don't know how we're gonna give it away. Gotta think about it. There it is.
I'll make a Google sheet for it real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, got to sign back in. It's been a while. We have been doing a lot of giveaways on our stream, but I've just been, instead of doing like duck races and stuff, just been dropping the links.
Have you done the Nightbot on Twitch?
I've seen the Nightbot in there, like policing people and telling them like to stop spamming the chat, which I think is hilarious.
I had to fix. It was Nightbot was a little too stringent on the.
Because some people would just be commenting and they're like, "Hey, don't comment too much." But I liked it.
You had Warsaken on, right? Oh, this looks like a.
We have Warsaken coming back on in December too.
Okay, is that when they're expecting to fire things up?
Yeah, before they launch, we've got them. I think the week that they launch, we got them coming on the show, which would be awesome. They had like we had 180 people tuned in at once over here when they were on stream. They bring the noise. They love you know, our community. They were talking about the crunk, like all of a sudden we saw that our membership went from, you know, like 10,000 to like 15,000 people. We're like, we don't know what happened.
Unleashed the Crunkin.
He's like, the crunk army invaded us.
The joke is that the reason why we launched the Crunks was to win Warsaken.
That's the joke.
Yeah, that's a joke. We're gonna Warsaken has voting again in probably like 4 months or something. We're gonna have to launch another project with high demand for whitelist, and then funnel them all into voting for us again, so we keep winning. Now, who is it? Aussie Yankee fan, Mophead, whatever, the Illuminati. He changes his screen name every week, but he has been doing God's work, and he has been in that Warsaken chat nonstop, pumping Finny, turning a lot of the Warsaken community onto Finny by doing giveaways, stuff like that. So those of you who like those Finny giveaways, go in the Warsaken chat and find the Illuminati, Aussie Yankee fan, Mophead, whatever he's calling himself.
Oh, wait, who is that? They were on our stream last night. I've never seen him before.
He's just a big collector, a big Finny collector.
He's like, is he new to our community, or he's been around for a while?
He's been around maybe since ETH Finny.
Got it. Hey, Brett, we just did the Mindful Meds giveaway. I don't know if you saw that.
Look, everyone type in, I'm just going to manually add to the list because there's like 11, however many people. Everybody just type in the word under.
Right here, I just made a form.
Oh, you got the form? Okay, yeah. Cool.
So enter your information into the form if you want to get in this giveaway.
Yeah, and we'll just do 2 races with the wax address, and whoever wins the second race we'll have them set up a Tezos card, and they can DM me, and I'll shoot them, have NFT Joe shoot them a Tezos membership. Yeah, and now that so the Shift NFTs are whitelisted now. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, they finally.
Well, so the ones that we were making with Aspect, we ended up not getting that one whitelisted. We also didn't try that hard. But for the past like couple weeks, I've been minting a lot personally and just giving them away. And reached out to a good friend of mine over at Atomic Hub, because I only have one as far as I know right now who's a good friend over there. And he was like, yeah, just send me your stuff, and boom, we're good to go. Nice. So but I think the next big thing for our community is like, how do we get our NFTs stakeable on I don't even care what platform, just a platform. I'd love to get our NFTs stakeable, but like, what's the best way to go about doing that, and where should we go?
Where should you go?
I mean, I feel like Wax Arena is like a big one, but
well, I think you have you always have these people on your show, right? That have the founders of various staking projects on your show, and do a little green room chat at the end, and
there you gotta
and get yourself on there, right?
Yeah, that's probably all it is.
Charlie Q will fluff them for you.
I'm gonna send the names here in the private chat for this one.
Okay, we'll throw them on a good old fashioned duck race.
I don't know if that'll work. Maybe I might have to share this. Maybe I'll just share this document with you.
I can deal with this.
We did have Heinrich and Yunka. All right, we got some people punching their name in here last minute. Before I forget, I know, as I mentioned, he's with us here in the chat. So everyone give a big hello to Brett of Mindful Meds. You guys can go to his website. Oh, wait, hold on. HT. They are official sponsor of the Shift, and we gave away one of their NFTs not too long ago. So whoever won that, again, I'll check my Telegram and Discord in a moment, but we'll get you connected for your prize. And are you ready? Or you're putting the names in there right now?
Yeah.
And this is for a Finny coin. Are we gonna burn it?
We burned it, and it's a pleb iridium.
Okay.
Not bad. He's here he is. He's not bad looking. He's got a watch.
What stands out to you?
I don't know. I just think the overall color palette that he's rocking, right? He's staying with blacks and grays. Yeah, I more than anything, I judge Finny just off their overall style, you know, like
what does it
I
look
could
like?
sort of see myself in this outfit. Maybe not the slacks. I don't know if the slacks are my style, but the one pair of pants that I wear, that I've been wearing for like 10 years are gray. They started black and they've turned gray over the years, but not bad.
Charlie's ready to fluff people for you.
Charlie, my man Charlie. Let me see if Morton Matt DOC. Okay, I got to add these last couple.
Yeah. Oh, did you get the Google sheet?
I did not.
I'm just gonna take the whole. We got like 5 new people coming in here now.
Okay, just share the sheet. Can you share it in the private chat?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll just put the link. And I shared it with like your writer email too, so it should go through. All right. So somebody's getting the pleb. Was there one more? Tezos, right? Somebody's gonna get a Tezos.
Yeah. So we'll run 2 races. The first race will be for the pleb, the pro pleb iridium.
Great for the pleb.
And the second race will be for the Tezos card. All right. Here we go. The old 69.
So we have 10 or go ahead, we can run it real quick. Here we go. So we have 10 creators, 10 publishers under the Cryptowriter brand right now. Do I count as one of those, or are you talking about like writers?
Oh, a Cryptowriter brand? That was on 10 is under the Underground brand. And
oh wow. Okay.
Under the Cryptowriter brand, we've probably got 20 something, not including the podcasters. So maybe 28 content creators with the podcast to 30.
Got it. So when you say 25 creators for Underground, it would be like writers.
Yeah, I'm thinking to produce 10 pieces of content a month, we got to get up to about 25 to be able to do that effortlessly, you know. Whereas with 10 right now, we can get maybe 5 a week. You'll see it scale up pretty quickly. Why? Because we can pay writers for content, right? We don't have to pay them in Finny coins. DJ.
There we go.
DJ, share your
hey, well, if you are a writer and you hear that, I mean, I feel like that's an indirect job posting. You might want to apply. Join the Underground Discord.
You know, it's Finny coins are eventually going to run out. You know, we're going to run out of Finny coins to pay our writers with. So we've been sort of positioning ourselves to make that transition where we can pay them like normal writers in crypto. Oh, 8-man. The 8-man does not, this guy, Sergeant Ape from the Crunks community, he's crossing over. He's won some Finnies. So but this guy just does not lose, whether it's a Nightbot pick him in Twitch, or now he's winning. There's certain people in the community that always seem to have the luck on their side when it comes to NFT giveaways.
Yoli wins a lot of them too, and I just noticed if we got if we got a lot of people from like the Crunk community here, I just want to say, guys, come hang out with us too. We've got a Shift Discord as well. Not quite on the Crunks level, but we definitely do a lot of giveaways. Shout out to Boone, who I know is in the crowd. Go ahead
Boone,
with so Boone wait, what? Or go ahead.
Yeah, Boone. I was gonna say Boone. Shout out to Boone because he's been instrumental in everything we do on the Discord and beyond.
Discord wizard.
We just, for anyone who owns a Crunk out there, we just launched we had a few weeks of people proposing their Crunks be in the comic, and we just went live with the voting, and it's like multiple rounds, Discord voting for verified Crunk holders. You got to read the proposal, pick which ones need to advance to the next round. But Boone, like, the technical execution of putting this whole contest on Discord, it's been all Boone, right? Like, he's awesome because you just have an idea of what you want to do and you tell him, and he organizes it and sets it up. And it's someone complimented it earlier, like, this is super well organized, whatever. Well, it's Boone.
And what does he always say? I'm here for you.
Yeah.
He is the man. So
okay, let me shuffle these and we'll run it again. This is for a Tezos card. Let's do it.
Tezos.
See, Fleensy's the Trump duck, but I want Charlie Q to be Trump duck and win it. I always thought that'd be fitting.
Fleensy's the man. He's been hanging out with us on the Shift Plus. Like,
yeah, Fleensy's all these. Anyone tuning in today is awesome. McManus. Yeah, McManus, you still got that Finney sticker on your truck?
I remember he showed me. I saw him. I met him in Austin, and he showed it to me like the day before he posted it to the group. I'm like, nice, man. You got to share that.
How many people do you think have seen that and typed it in their phones?
That's actually.
I bet a lot. Yeah.
Now we got to get him an underground sticker for his truck.
Yeah, we'll put it on the bumper.
And yeah, Brett knows too. From Boone's helping Mindful Meds with their Discord as well. He's a legend.
McManus.
Was it McManus?
Look at that. Look at that. Okay, Dan, you gotta go to shit. I'll repost it. I can't. My brain is just like overloaded.
I don't need to explain it to me.
I also need a shout out. Today there will be a new article going live on Underground. Crypto Una. She's like a female crypto art pioneer. Etta has written the article. It's just about to be published. She's also friends with, I think she's has some ties to graffiti art. So she's friends with Darren from Graffiti Kings. I think you've had him on, maybe not. But definitely check out that article. Anyone who has interest in NFTs, like that last pack article by Ledger Dust, is like an essential read, in my opinion. The quality of the content on Underground is like, it's way up here in terms of the writing and just what they're writing about. It's not a lot of it's about art, but a lot of it you can take a lot of it's sort of big picture sort of NFT stuff, and I think there's a lot to be gained from it. So definitely, if you haven't checked out Underground Publication, check it out because it's something we're proud of.
Yep, get on that list. What is the main website actually for Underground? I'm trying to remember. Is it just underground.io?
UNDRGRND.io.
There we go.
I
I don't know if that'll
posted it
show
in
up
the
as a
main
link
chat.
on YouTube. Hopefully it will. So there you go, guys. Go subscribe to the Underground. I forgot I wanted to play a little. You can only play so much music before they flag you.
JNK has made some minimal techno beats for Underground.
Really?
Yeah, I would love to hang out with JNK for a day just to see what. I assume he's doing all this stuff from. I don't know what apps he's using or what to put together his artwork, because he's definitely like King Pamp when it comes to anything writer
King
does.
Pamp. Let's go. There it is. Dude, I haven't listened to this song in forever, and I don't want to play too much of it because then they get flagged, but I just got to get to the key part.
Oh, you got an Underground track?
I got an Underground track right here. All right. I think we can get away with. I think if you play less than 10 seconds, you're good. So here we go.
This is. there was this club called in Miami. I don't think it's still there. It's called Nocturnal, and you would go to the club, like the regular club, and then for after hours you would go to Nocturnal. There'd be a little like hour or two in between, and then you go to Nocturnal at like 5 a.m, and you get there, and they had this like outdoor. It sound system's awesome. You know, it's like a Miami after hour club. It's awesome, and you'd be there, and everyone's in sunglasses. You'd be dancing with some what you thought at the time was maybe a 25-year-old, whatever, and then the sun would come up.
The 25-year-old, whatever.
No, you'd think she was 25. You thought you were dancing with a 25-year-old, and at the time I was like 25. And then the sun would come up, and you'd be like, huh? And you pull off the glasses, and it'd be like a 50-year-old woman or something, you know, who had just been clubbing for like the last 48 hours. But when I hear music like that, that's where it takes me. Me and my buddies in Nocturnal, the Guido circles going, whatever. It's just a different time in my life.
Dude, you just reminded me. I got to show you this too. Did you ever? I know you produce electronic, and I've messed around with FL Studio.
I never produced.
You never? So did you DJ?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can DJ.
Yeah.
So that means you're gonna have to do a set either in the Shift Discord or in one of yours.
Okay,
eventually.
We'll do. I need to get a bigger. I'll have to do it out of the shed probably.
Okay, I mean the community would go nuts if Sean's doing
a vinyl set.
I mean, whatever is easier for you to connect to a Discord channel.
No, we used to do live streams like that on the Fresh Beat all the time, like on the weekends. Me and my buddies who were DJing, we'd set up outside by the pool and just go for hours.
I think I was telling you, so I'm getting back into this. Is with all the free time I have, I'm getting back into. I don't know if do you know Tool Room Records by chance?
Yeah, I do.
Tech house, my favorite genre within house, and I've always known how to DJ. I would say like the world's best Spotify DJ with a mixer, right? But I actually never learned how to work the decks. I know a little bit about production, but I reached out to these guys. I'm like, where do I start? I signed up. I'm doing like learn as you go right now, but either in January or April, whenever they can fit me into like the live classes with other DJs, then I'm going to be in this community. So I'm pumped, but I'll show you like real quick,
Are you,
I don't know how loud that is actually.
Hello and welcome back to the Tool Room Academy Foundation Program. I am Ben Remember, your tutor and guide through this entire course.
Ben Remember. So anyways, yeah.
But what are you using, like a control or like what are you practicing on?
So I reached out to him and I'm like, what do I do? Because I know how to work a mixer. I know my music. I love tech house. I want to like, I'm not going to be able to look back on my life at age 50 and like be able to live with myself if I didn't at least make a crowd go nuts on a drop one time. So I'm like, how do I do this to the level at which is respectable by other DJs? And I just reached out to him. I told him like what I've done, where I'm at. They're like, okay, take this course, the one I'm in now, which is teaching me everything about production from like through Ableton. And then when I have the live classes start either in January or April, that's when I'll be able to get a little bit more like one-on-one coaching for like actual like decks and stuff. I haven't bought any yet, but I'm prepared to get what I have to get. I know there's a lot of cool stuff out there, but like Pioneer CD, is it like CDJ or something like that?
CDJs, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Anyways.
I mean, you gotta decide if you, because now with the software, you can just get controllers, right? They're MIDI controllers and they control the software, right? So if you're using
I did get, I'll show you, see if you recognize. I got this. Hold on. I haven't connected it yet, but I see this was like the most respectable MIDI brand out there. This is this guy. Do you recognize this brand? Oop.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so you're controlling your Ableton with that.
I will be. I haven't learned how to do it yet, but
okay.
I did play piano when I was little, so stuff like this.
But then the one-on-one will be more like mixing.
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to be like, to be honest. But I'm guessing it's just going to be me and like I think roughly 20 other students that are just trying to get to the level of like Ben Remember or whatever. I really don't know what to expect. So it's fun.
It's fun. I don't now I only dust off the decks for like our friends on occasion. There'll be a birthday party or whatever. We'll blow it out, house party, and I'll hook up and I'll say, oh man, I fucking love it. But I don't have time like I used to have. Where back in the day, me and my buddies, we just spend all weekend,
Dude,
just that's there.
Exactly why I'm doing it, because like I'm like, okay, I could probably be a dad within the next 3 to 5 years, so I need to get my ass going on it. And not to say that you can't be a parent and do it. Like shout out to Ordonez, right? But I think the time is now.
I'll tell you what the downside is, and you won't mind it, but my friends, because they had me for every party, right? Or, they'd come, I'd be playing wherever, they'd come out and visit and join the party. But very early on, there was an expectation that I always was going to control the music for everything. Like every party we go to the beach, who's running the Spotify out the Bose speaker, like, here, Sean, you put something on, you put something on, you put something on. And that sometimes it got to a point where I just like, now I don't want to deal with it, because all my friends are spoiled brats. So you'll realize this once
I could definitely see that happening.
Once you become DJ guy, right? And it's Adam, you play music. But then what happens is, if you're not on your game, people start complaining. They'll start bitching, right? Like, you're playing better music than all your friends. But then it gets to a point where when you've done it for a while, they'll start, they'll start bitching about it, or can you play something else, whatever. Whereas any non-DJ friend, if you say, here, no, you pick the music, they've got like 3 songs that are like good, that'll kind of keep the vibe going. But then after that, it's a severe drop off, and they can kill the party. So just know that by doing this, there is going to be an expectation for you to provide the music at this point going forward. And at this point in your career, that's probably something that you're going to enjoy for a while. But just don't let your friends get too too critical,
Dude,
right?
I hear you on that. That's good. Good to think about. I've experienced that for myself in certain situations where if I was hanging out with the same group of people long enough and I was always the one controlling the music, it's like, you always listen to the same songs. It's like, that's not really the case. It's just like you're exhausting me.
Yeah. This
So,
is what you say. You do it. Like whenever anyone, like even my wife, sometimes she'll be like, "Man, I don't really like that song. Whatever." Okay, you take over then.
yeah.
So this will. I'll be like, even if it's just on Spotify, right? Like on the Spotify remote, like on the phone, controlling the Sonos or whatever. I'll be going for 5 hours adding to the queue, right?
Yep,
And the first
Oh,
time
dude, I
there's
feel you on
like
that.
I'm
Yeah.
not paying attention, there's a little drop off in the vibe. Someone will say something, and I'll be like, and everyone, like I said, everyone's got about 2 songs in a row that they can play that are gonna be good songs and gonna keep the energy. And then after that, it's like they crash.
Yeah.
So
You're
just
hitting the
make
nail on
sure
the
they
head.
appreciate you, right?
Yeah, let's thank you for the wisdom. Let's just real quick drop any links that we have in the chat one more time for everyone to go interact and join. And then I got to go soon too, but I want to catch you in the green room before I get out of here. So
All right.
we'll end the stream in a moment. Here's shout out to again Mindful Meds, our I'd say our go-to sponsor here on the show. They've just been absolutely awesome working with and getting to know. So Brett, I know you're out there listening. Thank you for joining the Cryptowriter community. You're going to only become more and more of a valued member. I'm confident in that. And then you got the Crunks Discord.
Join Underground Discord. You'll have a chance to get a lot of free art. Make yourself a familiar face. Provide value to that community. You'll get Underground cards for doing so. If you own a Crunk, we're doing Crunk comic voting. Follow that, and then of course join or check out the Underground publication. There will be a new article that's dropping some point today, but check out the last article on Pack and Joe's first Digs article because it's fucking cool. So just do it.
Check it out. All right. Sean, thank you for hanging out with us here today. I'm sure we'll have you back soon. And for all of our
Joe, next time we gotta with Underground like a couple months. If it goes the way I think it's gonna go, get NFFT Joe on here to tell you about his experiences managing editor.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I've had conversations we did have Joe on before. We did. That's right. But it's been a while. So
he's all grown up now.
He has. I mean, I noticed he like grew his. Did he have his hair long before, or is that new?
I don't. John Trafford, real quick.
Because I gotta get going.
Yeah, John Trafford, the pixel artist, did for the Crunks did like team pixel art of Joe. And the last time I saw Joe on Jimmy's podcast the other night, he started to evolve, become his profile picture. Like he had like the beanie on, the longer hair. Like he's looking a lot cooler now. I think he's just got the underground energy like entering his soul, and it's showing. So
I love it. I noticed that
he just hit 1,000. He just hit 1,000 followers on Twitter. Make sure to congratulate him. Boost the ego. He's on his way.
That's good
on
to hear.
His way. I love it.
Yeah. Love it. Shout out to NFFT Joe. Okay, well, Sean, I'll talk to you in a second. Everyone in the comments, thank you for hanging out with us. Check out all those links we just dropped in there. They will add value to your life. And yeah, guys, you know the routine. Drop your wax address and a hashtag next level in the comments, and we're out of here. Remember, in all you think, say, and do, take it to the next level.